today we will be crocheting these super cute heart granny squares that you can make anything with them. You can turn it into a tote bag, a pouch, into sweaters, anything you like. Now let's get started. We're gonna take our heart color, and I will be using red, and we're gonna start by making a magic ring. So to do that, you're gonna point your fingers like a gun, like this. Take the yarn and wrap it around your fingers twice like this. Hold this yarn tail with these two fingers, and you're also going to hold this bigger one with these two fingers. Now you're going to take your hook, insert it underneath the first loop, and then grab onto the second loop. Then pull it out, twist it towards you, and then push it away from you. Then you're going to grab onto this yarn right here and pull it through like this. And this is how you make your magic ring. And now we're gonna chain 3. So to chain 3, we're gonna yarn over, pull through the loop on your hook, yarn over, pull through the loop on your hook, and one more time. Now we're gonna do 12 double crochet into this magic ring. To do that, you're gonna yarn over, insert your hook into the magic ring. Make sure the tail is also caught on your hook. And then you're going to yarn over, pull through just the first loop on your hook. Now you should have 3 loops on your hook. Then you're going to yarn over again and pull through just the first 2 loops. And then yarn over again and pull through the last 2 loops. And this is our first double crochet. Now we're going to do this 11 more times. So yarn over, insert your hook into the magic ring, yarn over, pull through the first loop. Now you should have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over again, pull through the first 2 loops, and then yarn over again and pull through the last 2 loops. And we're going to repeat this step until we have a total of 12 double crochets into the magic ring. Once you have finished, you're going to take the yarn tail, which is the shorter tail, and just pull it really tight to close it. And you should see that it closed. Now we're going to do a slip stitch into the first stitch where we did our first double crochet. So you're gonna take your yarn and you're gonna insert your hook right into this very first V here. And we're gonna yarn over, pull through just the first loop. And then when we have 2 loops on our hook, we're just going to take this loop and pull it through this one. So just go like this and then tighten it. Now we're going to start round 2. And to begin round 2, we're going to start by chaining 2. So yarn over, pull through the loop on your hook, and yarn over, pull through the loop on your hook. Now we're going to do double crochet increase. So to do that, you're going to yarn over, go into the very first stitch right here, and we're gonna do our first double crochet, and then go yarn over again and insert your hook into the same stitch right here and do another double crochet. Now this is our first increase, and then we're gonna do another increase into this next stitch here. So we're doing our next double crochet and another double crochet, and then we're just gonna repeat this until the end of the round. So just 2 double crochets in 1 stitch. When you have finished doing this round, you're gonna do a slip stitch into the first stitch, so right here, and we're gonna yarn over, pull through just the first loop, then pull through the loop on your hook like this. Now for round 3, this is gonna be completely different than what we just did because we're gonna do a lot more different stitches. And to begin, we're gonna start by doing a double treble crochet. So to do that, you're gonna yarn over 3 times, so 1, 2, and 3. And then we're gonna skip the first 3 stitches and go to the 4th one, So 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna go into this 4th stitch right here, and then we're gonna yarn over, pull through the first loop on our hook. Now you should have 5 loops on your hook. You're gonna yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops only, and then yarn over again, pull through the next 2, yarn over again, pull through another 2, and then yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops on your hook, like this. Now we're gonna do 7 more of these into the same stitch. So yarn over 3 times, go into that same stitch right here, and do another one of these. And we should have a total of 8 of these double treble crochets at the end. So I'm just gonna make my next one and just continue this. Once you're done doing your 8 double treble crochets into the same stitch, now we're gonna do 2 treble crochets into the same stitch where we did the double treble crochets. So to do a treble crochet, you're just gonna yarn over twice instead of 3 times, but you're gonna do the same exact thing by going 2 loops at a time like this, and then we're just gonna do one more. And now in the next stitch we're going to do a treble crochet, so this stitch right here. So we're going to yarn over twice, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the next 2 and the last 2. Now we are going to do a double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, and you pull a loop. Now you have 3 loops. You're going to yarn over, pull through the first 2, and yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. In the next stitch we're going to do a half double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook into the next V, pull through the first loop. Now you should have 3 loops on your hook, and instead of yarning over and pulling 2 at a time, you're going to yarn over and pull through all of them. Now we're going to do single crochet in the next 3 stitches. So for single crochet, you're just going to go straight into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through the first loop. Now you should have 2 loops, and you're just going to yarn over, pull through. And we're going to do this 2 more times in separate stitches. Then we're going to do a half double crochet and a double crochet into the next stitch right here in the same stitch. So you first yarn over, do your half double crochet into the next stitch, and then do a double crochet into that same stitch as the half double crochet, and then we're gonna chain 1. So yarn over, pull through, and then we're gonna repeat the same thing, which is like a half double crochet next. So we're just gonna like do a mirror of what we did on this side but the opposite way, because we are at half of the heart right now. So for the next stitch we're gonna do a half double crochet and then a double crochet into that same stitch, and then we're going to do 3 single crochet. So insert your hook into the next stitch and do a single crochet, then we're gonna do a half double crochet into the next stitch, and then a double crochet, and then we're gonna do 2 treble crochets into the next 2 stitches. So yarn over twice, insert your hook into the next stitch, and we're gonna pull through 2 loops at a time, and then you do your next one into the next stitch like this. Now we are going to do another 2 treble crochet into this next stitch right here. So 2 treble crochet into the same stitch. Like this, and then we're gonna do the 8 double treble crochets into that same stitch as the 2 treble crochets. So yarn over 3 times, insert your hook into that same stitch, pull through the first 2 loops, and then yarn over, pull through the next 2, yarn over, pull through those 2, and then yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. And we're gonna repeat this until we have a total of 8 double treble crochets into the same stitch. I have finished doing my 8 double treble crochets in the same stitch as the 2 treble crochets, and now we're going to do a slip stitch. So instead of going into the first stitch, we're going to go to the stitch right here where we did our slip stitch in the previous round. So right here, and we're going to do a slip stitch like this. Now our heart is complete and it should look something like this. Now we're going to switch to our white yarn, and we're just gonna take it like this and pull it through the loop on your hook. Now before we start, you can just cut this red yarn because we don't need it anymore. And we're gonna start the base of it. So just before you start, tie your yarn, and if you want, so you don't have to weave in later, you can, while you're crocheting, you can take these under your hook, so that way you don't have to weave them in later. And to start this round, we're gonna chain 4. So yarn over, pull through the loop on your hook, and now we are going to do a double treble crochet into that same stitch right of the slip stitch. So yarn over 3 times, insert your hook right here, and do the double treble crochet, and now into the next 2 stitches we're gonna do a treble crochet. So yarn over twice, go into the next stitch, and make sure these yarn tails are coming under your hook too, and we're gonna do a treble crochet, and we're gonna do another one into the next stitch. Okay, now we are going to do a double crochet into the next stitch, and then another double crochet, and then we are going to do 5 double crochet into this next stitch. So yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, and do your first double crochet, and then do another double crochet into that same exact stitch. And doing this will build our first corner. So here's 5 double crochet, and then we are going to do a half double crochet, a single crochet into the next stitch, and we're gonna do 3 more single crochets in each stitch. So just single crochets in the next 3 stitches. Next we are going to do a half double crochet into the next stitch, and then a double crochet, and then we are going to do a treble crochet into the next 2 stitches. So here's our first treble crochet, and then the second one, we're gonna do 5 double treble crochets in 1 stitch. So, and yarn over 3 times, insert your hook into the next stitch, and do a double treble crochet, and we're gonna do 5 of these, and this would build our next corner. Now we're gonna do treble crochet into the next 2 stitches. So yarn over twice, insert your hook into the next stitch, and then do another treble crochet into the next stitch. So yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the next 2, and yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. And then we're going to do a double crochet, and then a half double crochet, and into this chain 1 space right here we're going to do a single crochet, and then we're going to do a same thing as what we did here. So half double crochet first, and then after this is a double crochet, and then treble crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then we're gonna do 5 double treble crochets into that one same stitch. So into this stitch we're just gonna do the 5 double treble crochets, here's our first one, then the second one, and we're gonna repeat this until we have a total of 5. After the 5 double treble crochets we're gonna do treble crochets into the next 2 stitches. So here's our first one, the second one, And then we are gonna do a double crochet, and then a half double crochet, and then 4 single crochets into each stitch. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next we're going to do a half double crochet into the next stitch, and then we're going to do 5 double crochet into the same stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Next we are going to do another double crochet into the next 2 stitches. So here's the first one and the second one, and then we're just gonna do another 2 treble crochets in the last 2 stitches. So yarn over 2 times and do the first double crochet treble crochet, and then you can go into the same stitch and do another one. And now we're gonna do slip stitch into the first stitch. So right here we're gonna do our slip stitch, and yeah, so this is our first base part of the first round, and now we're gonna move on to the second round. First we are going to chain 2, so yarn over, pull through the loop on your hook, and then we're gonna do double crochets 7 times in each stitch. So here's our first one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then in the next stitch right here we're gonna do 2 double crochets. So we're gonna go into the same stitch again and do another double crochet, and then we're gonna chain 2, so yarn over and pull through the loop on your hook twice, and then we're gonna do another 2 double crochets in that same stitch where we did our first 2 double crochets. And then we're gonna, for this next one right here, we're gonna do 13 double crochets. So go on to the next stitch and do 13 double crochets in each stitch, so not in the same one. After you've done 13 double crochet, we're gonna do 2 double crochets into the next stitch, and then chain 2, and then do another 2 double crochets into that same stitch. And then again for this side we're gonna repeat doing 13 double crochets, and then 2 double crochets, chain 2, and another 2 double crochets in the same stitch when we reach to the corner, and same thing for this side. And then when you reach here you're just going to do 7 crochets, 7 double crochets, and yeah, and I'll see you guys when I am done. For this last part I just did double crochets. After doing this last corner I just did double crochets all the way, and now we're gonna do a slip stitch into the first stitch right here. So we're gonna do our slip stitch, and now you can chain one and fasten off if you want. But if you want it to be like the white part to be bigger than this, you can just do the same pattern that we did right now. So the 7 double crochet first, then 2 double crochets, chain 2, and then 2 double crochets, and then 13 double crochets, and do the same thing again for the corner. But if you don't want to do that, you can just chain 1 and cut your yarn, and then tighten it. You can just go ahead and weave it in. So if you didn't take the yarn tails at the back, you can just weave it in now, but since I did, I just have to do this one. And yeah, I'll see you guys after I finish weaving the tail in. And here it is. I have finished cutting it in and weaving all the tails in, and this is how it looks like. I think it looks super cute, and you can always make more of these to turn it into something. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow for more videos. Bye!